Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Check tight. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run.
Now Smith. Being chased out left. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing, right? And everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas there to make the grab.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He'll set up to throw.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
On 1st down, it's Gibson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down at 4, Smith to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down. And
line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They snap it to Smith, and that is going to be incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Raider 1st down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Thomas Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
And it's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right there, 54.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. There he goes left side.
Light, camera,
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First down, Raiders.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Finding room to the 20. Reception here by Ruggs. And down to the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
At the 37-yard line.
And
his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard
line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
At the 32-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd down.
It's Gibson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's good.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, Smith. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
On for the extra point.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards is the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
Las Vegas.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders, nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 31 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes this Washington 14. Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
23 yards, the final tally. Here's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P.A.'s here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden.
Ties the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Smith now to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Michael Kendricks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brings up fourth down.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing after the interception. Carr. He'll let this go deep for... He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Carr going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And 14.
On play action, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20 to 17. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
10-10. At their own 41-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Smith on first down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down now, it's Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, 30 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes this Washington 27, Raiders 17. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, now Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running is Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. From the gun, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr on target to Tyrell Williams. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up and now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now on 2nd and 13, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Here's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Jacobs now. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
We got this.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Then he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. But now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
A gain of 12.
On first down, it's Jacobs. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They run it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.